everyone. Welcome to another awesome day. I'm Richard Carlton here, part of the medical triage department. We got an emergency alert that Nick had got loose with a knife fight and cut himself, so we have had to patch ourselves together with emergency 5x5 cotton gauze and put us back together. So we're concerned about Nick, but hopefully he'll be making it. Nick, you okay? All right, good. I want to make sure. Today is another awesome broadcast day at fmtraining.tv. Who is fmtraining.tv and why should I care? Right? Kind of funny. So let's talk about the idea that we are doing daily live streams at 1 o'clock. I keep explaining this to people. They're like, Richard, why don't you just move your broadcast to another day? I'm like, it's on every day. I can't just move it to another day. It's on every day. Whether you want to be here or not, it's every day except Saturdays and Sundays. And we've even done some of those too. So let's talk about the upcoming broadcast schedule. Who are we and why do we care? So this is fmtraining.tv, where we create great FileMaker training content. Our job is to educate and to inspire. Education and inspiration, right? So we're there to inspire you on how to do a proper tourniquet around your forehead. That's a joke. And also to inspire you how to make great FileMaker interfaces, great code. Nick is here today. Kyle will be here next week. So great content coming up. And people with very differing opinions and philosophies about FileMaker. I think loosely they're the same, but how they get to the end is a little different. So it's good to see this. So welcome. So this is, if you go to fmtraining.tv, you're going to find out that we broadcast at 1 o'clock on YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. So we triple broadcast every day in high definition for an hour. Today is Nick Hunter doing unsavory things to the WebViewer. I'm not entirely sure on this. He's going to be talking about today and tomorrow and taking questions along the way, I assume. A reminder, a lot of you, if you want to support the channel, make sure you go to the bundle and purchase it. Purchase the bundle training. We have on-demand training. So my team today goes, what's on-demand training? That's another word for recorded videos, right? Recorded videos. But if you're in the business now, you don't say recorded videos. You don't say advertisements. You say advertisements and on-demand content. On-demand means you push the button and it comes out. So this is our on-demand training course, 90 hours of FileMaker training. If you want to support the course, support our bandages, support all the live streaming and everything else, make sure you purchase this. Brutterman purchased this last week, bought the 2-year super action pack. He gets a free hour coaching if he wants. So, Nick, are you there? Are you ready to get going? I have my bandage here. I'm barely going to make it. I'm very concerned.
Today it's the first day of 2 days. Okay. So we have we are going to work with web viewers, but in a way that normally you don't see that. And always with me, you will see things you never see. For multiple reasons. One reason, okay, nobody have tested. So as that for the first reason, you never see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing. But also it's because I am reviving techniques from the past, and believe it or not, those old techniques are up to date today and more than ever. Okay, so today we are going to do 2 days today webinar. Okay, first day today I'm going to use data from FileMaker and send to a web viewer and use it in a web page, so from FileMaker data fields, we send that to a web viewer, okay, and we are going to treat the information with a website. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to do exactly the opposite. We are going to display a website in the web viewer and take information from that web viewer inside FileMaker. So earlier today, I talked to Christian, and I needed Christian to help me on something, and I show him this, and he said, "Oh, I never saw that, and I didn't know that we could do that." And I said, "It's normal because you're not 50. It's because it never used."
You're not old. You're not old and over the hill, Nick. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
No, it's because you never use FileMaker 4. Never use FileMaker 5, never use FileMaker 6. You came with FileMaker 12 in the platform with all the the enhancement and improvements. But we back in the day, WebViewer were the only gates out to the internet. But the technique I'm going to use, it's a technique I use in, I think the first time it's FileMaker 4, when WebViewer get invented, and since then, but now we have better technique to do this. But yesterday I told you a sentence, Richard. Did you note it?
What's the question? Did I know what?
Yesterday I told you something on Slack, and you were laughing, and you said you're going to write the quote.
Oh yeah, it was something really great. What was that quote? Do you have that quote?
Yeah, the quote is mobilizing the U.S. Army to arrest a 12 years old stealing a candy bar in a drugstore. So sometimes you use techniques. You're going to work 5 days all day long to try something to connect yourself with internet, with APIs and all the thing, like the U.S. Army, when you just need to call the guards and say, okay, this 12 years old is stealing the candy bar. Okay, so we are going to use that technique. Okay, so tomorrow is this. Tomorrow is from internet to FileMaker. Today is from FileMaker to internet. So let's less talking and more action.
Let me ask a question. Is this more of a basic webinar without knowing this up front? Is this more basic? Is this more advanced?
Yeah, it's basic. It's for all audience.
Okay.
So here I'm showing a starter solution that I built, and I had fun building. I had fun build because at FileMaker they were all excited about this one because then nobody saw that at FileMaker, right? And so unfortunately they never promoted it, and nobody even know what the thing is doing. Okay, it's a perfect interaction with FileMaker and internet. So let's do something. Okay, I have a project, and the project is Apollo 5. It's the name of the project. The category is moon travel. Okay, as a category. So I have Apollo 5 moon travel, and I have topics. Okay, so launch. I have them here: rockets, moon, travel, launch, bad. Bad, and I don't know, Saturn. Saturn.
All right, cool.
Okay, so it's all the Apollo 5 and okay, so moon travel. Okay, so I have all of this, and I say, okay, look, I want to search the internet with this. So here on each field you have, this is a repeating field, by the way. So on each field you have a little icon here with a button. Okay, so what happened when I click this button? Okay, so I click here, and then I go there. So with immediately, FileMaker is going to open a new window. This is FileMaker. Everything you see is FileMaker. Okay, and I'm searching the web immediately with on DuckDuckGo, on Google, on Yahoo, on YouTube, and Wikipedia. So so you have access to this immediately with FileMaker, right? So this is FileMaker. This is new window FileMaker. Okay. If I go there, this is a WebViewer. Okay, but I attach the WebViewer, okay, to specific websites, and I'm catching whatever I'm typing here, the request, okay? Whatever I'm typing here is catched, and I'm going to search all those webs, all those sites, okay? So demonstration, if I do Richard Carlton Consulting, for example, it's a request. It's like searching the web on all the websites directly, right? And I say, okay, a carry return, and I go DuckDuckGo, Google, Yahoo, YouTube, and I don't know if you are in Wikipedia, but Wikipedia, we know.
Go back to YouTube. Go back to YouTube. That was great, right? If you go to YouTube, that's our live video broadcast right now at the top. That we're actually doing this right now. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. So you see that it works. So, but I am in FileMaker, so I'm sending to the WebViewer information from the URL. So something you need to know: a URL is I'm talking to the basic people, right? A URL, you can send information to a URL. Most of the time, when you go to your bank and you go or to a website, you like a store online and stuff like that, where you have a bunch of information on top, codes and numbers and letters and question marks and equal and question marks and greater than. Okay, you have plenty of stuff on top of this. Actually, you're sending information to the server. You're sending information about who you are and what you're doing, and with the URL. For example, I use this technique most of the time with. I'm using this technique to send information to the server using WebDirect, for example. WebDirect, you can just type the address, the URL of your server, FMI, WebD, the name of the file you want to open. And then you can call a FileMaker script directly here. We call that the URL kind of
URL protocol, right? Yep.
Protocol. And you can call the scripts, send the parameter to the scripts, and you can even say, oh, I want a home URL. That means when you quit WebDirect, where you want the window to land. Okay? So you can quit your server and go to apple.com if you want, or go disney.com, whatever. Okay. So when you click log out in your WebDirect, home URL will send you to the page you want. It won't send you to the FileMaker server login page. Okay. So it's a very cool technique to use. So you send many information here directly. Okay. So I'm using the same technique here to do this. So how I'm doing it, I have a request, and for each server, YouTube, for example, needs to get the request that way. Search, query, and whatever you want. Okay, this is the request. Okay, that for YouTube. Yahoo needs different. Yahoo needs search underscore, YALT, YLT, equal, blah, blah, blah. And then you use this. Google needs a different way, okay? DuckDuckGo, a different kind of sentence. It's that's what they want. That's what they expect you to send, okay? It's easy to find out how to do this. You just go to google.com. Okay, and you here, google.com, and you type your request, hello. Okay. And then here you have whatever they want, So they send you the clients. You have many information, what you do here. But as I said, you send many information here. You don't know what it is, but Google knows. You send plenty of stuff. The URL is like 2 page long, right? So 2 page long. So, but pretty much what you need to have is just search hello. Okay. So if you use this, you're pretty much sure to get there, right? Just the URL. Okay. So it's easy with this technique to find out what the URL look like. Like for example, like I just said, I said Google need this. So you take this, right? And you say the search is hello. Then you have another technique here that I'm using is to transform the blank in pluses. So why we do that when we send a request? Because when you say Richard Carlton Consulting, you search for Richard plus Carlton plus Consulting. You don't search for this. It's not the same. If you do this, it's not the same. Okay, you get the same, pretty much the same, but it's not for, because here I'm looking for something very, 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 very specific. But if you say apple plus fruits plus tarts, okay, so it will search for apple and the fruit, and so it wants it won't do just the apple fruit tart, right? It will add the thing concatenated. So that's why I'm using this technique for searching. I'm talking about searching only, okay? So you send this to DuckDuckGo, Google, Yahoo, YouTube, Wikipedia, and then you can you have a better you have a very powerful tool to search the web. So you can do that for anything you want. You can, for example, I'm using that most of the time. I have a customer that has a provider, and you can use the URL protocol of the server of the provider. For example, the provider is nothing is personal. It's open. It's public, but it's a provider that has a list of products. Okay, so you can send with using this technique. You can send to the website of the provider. You can send the category you want, the type of objects, the year, the manufacturer's name, or the queue number, the SKU number, the SKU number, like the barcode number. You can send many information using that technique with the web viewer. So it's cool way. Now, what I want to show you is something different here. I want to show you something more advanced. So here, as you can see, I have what's the name? All my topics, and I have a repeating field, and I want to search them all at once. I click here, and I go there, and I'm looking for all them at once. Okay, all my keywords here. Okay, so this is the same way I'm doing this. I'm transforming this. I'm sending the list of the research node topic repeating. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing is this, because if you send that directly, it doesn't work. Okay, so so you do this, you go and you send this. Okay, but if you send this, the server won't, Google will search with a launch. Okay, so what you do, you substitute the carriage return with space. Carriage return with space. So why I'm doing this? Because over there in my here, I have this web request that we transform the space in pluses. So this is taken care of. So I need to put here spaces. Then I can see it that way here. See, I see it that way. I don't see it plus. Here I see it plus, because I'm taking this field of FileMaker. I'm replacing the blanks by pluses, and then I'm sending that to the server. Okay, this is what I'm doing. What I type here, if I type Nick 100 like this, the web will receive Nick plus 100. Okay, but it won't receive Nick 100, right? So, but you don't want to see Nick plus 100 here. Okay, it doesn't look good.
Real quick, what I want to do is a couple things came up, a couple questions came up, or a question, really good question. Alpha Colburn 73 had a question, and it back to the Nick. Could you have that text page with the URL for the web direct on it? It brought up a really good conversation about remember the URL for web direct you had. Remember the sample you had
yes.
on a. If we can bring this up. So if you can make that a whole lot bigger. basically what this is a URL that will go into a file potentially and run a script. And to be very clear, that has been on and off again, kind of a security hole in the FileMaker platform. It has been fixed, at least as of 19. I'm not sure when in 19 or maybe it was 18, but what they keep adding is the ability to, well, it's been improved in 19, but it's been around for a while. There's an extended privilege that turns off script access for various things like Apple script on a Mac can or cannot call it based upon the security privilege. A URL protocol can or cannot call it. A web viewer, because of the web viewer interaction back to FileMaker, which is kind of more advanced topic, can or cannot call it. But not only that, it's when the script executes. Like if you have already something going, does the script cancel other things out? Does it wait till the end? I think this would be probably a good conversation to rehash and repeat, talking about the extended privilege set and how it affects other areas. I'm not sure that Nick would do this, or maybe I get Calvin to do it with me, but the idea of security restricting this, it's an extended privilege set. Nick, can you pop open security
Yes,
real quick?
I was going to do it.
Okay, just so we can hammer this. Security, then go to advanced, and then extended privileges. And then here's one of them right here. If you want to zoom in. So here's one right here. FM script access allows Apple script to perform a file, URLs to perform a file. It's the same kind of thing here. It's here. I'm not sure if it's anywhere.
It's this one. It's this one.
Yeah, well, it's this one here, but it's the same thing right here, Nick. It's this one. There's two of them, and they do basically the same thing. So
Which one? This one?
No, I'm drawing right here. I don't know if you can see it's a FM script, external script access, right? So maybe you're not seeing the little green box, but it's on top of that.
This one?
Yeah, that one there. It's very similar. So it prevents Apple script or ActiveX from calling scripts in FileMaker at all, right? As a general rule. So that's an important thing to discuss. We could talk about that more, but it's interesting because it's been improved quite a bit with FileMaker 19 in terms of scheduling. If you're going to let the script through, does it cancel everything else out, or does it wait for its turn, or does it let the current script finish and then jumps in at the end? There's like 5 different criteria for that, and we've talked about it before, but it's been many months, so it's probably a good topic. Stu says buzz, Ruben says buzz. It's a buzz thing. Nick, you didn't take your buzz thing down to Columbia with you, did you?
No, I didn't.
I have to buy a buzz thing so we can buzz people in, but that's a good.
We can do it. Actually, it's a good conversation. We can have you, Jacob, and I here on the webinar. Okay, so I want to rebound on this assessment that the repeating field we don't need them anymore. No, I mean we don't need them as much as before, but we still need them, and they are extremely useful for many things. I could come with some example. I can, if people are interested in this, how to use repeating field, because I'm using repeating field in a way that are very special, but they save me a lot of things, and they're very cool actually, because you can use advantage things that you get out of the repeating field you don't get normally with the poll or stuff like that. So yes, we still have needs of a repeating field, definitely. I don't know what you think about this, Richard.
I don't have a problem with repeating fields. You use them in a limited sort of application, right? I think I use them once a year, maybe, but yeah.
I'm not using them often. That definitely, but I use them, and here, for example, they're perfect for this application. You need some topics, and you want to limit yourself, and you don't need a poll. I could have used a poll here. It's not a problem. It's just that, like I said, the U.S. Army with a 12-year-old stealing a candy bar is the same thing, right? So here we saw that you can use exactly the same technique with poll. It will work. But what I want to show you also before we go, at the end we have some time, it's that you can type something here. Let's say you have, because I have something here. So you have this, okay? So I have many things here, and I want to search on this, So I click here, and I'm clicking, and I'm searching on Richard Carlton Consulting. But I want to search on the text, for example. So I said, what the heck is neumorphism? Okay, for example. Okay, or what is a database? I have no clue. A database solution. I have no clue what it is. Custom database solution. Okay, custom database solution. I'm selecting this. I have no idea what it is. I say, okay, let's ask the web. So I select my text and I click search selection. And then I'm selecting this. Okay, what is the custom database solution? Custom database solution. Okay, let's go. Let's go there. What it is? Okay, it's a service. So I can go back. Okay, and so I don't care this. I don't care this. We don't have, okay, let's go Wikipedia. Okay, what is the custom database solution? Okay, custom original spanner list of database. Okay, what is database? I click here and I'm in Wikipedia. I know what a database is. So I can go YouTube, what the custom database solution looks like. Okay, this is it, custom database solution. Okay, so it's the way. So you have a text and you can search what you want. Okay, what is neumorphism, for example? I select the word and I go there and I say, okay, I go to DuckDuckGo and I say, what is neumorphism? Okay, neumorphism is this. What is neumorphism? Okay, you have a history here, what it is, And actually, I use that website to present the neumorphism one day. So you have the Google, you have what Google says, what Yahoo says, what YouTube says, okay? So you can play the video YouTube directly from here, right? So Wikipedia, what the neumorphism on Wikipedia, directly goes to skeuomorphism, okay, directly. But it's neumorphism, see? Redirected from neumorphism, see? So they don't have a page for neumorphism because skeuomorph and this is two different topics, okay? But apparently they don't do it. They do the same. Anyway, so you see here the benefits of this. So I want to show you for the very beginner how I'm doing this, how I'm doing the selection, okay? How I'm doing this. So I'm doing the old school way. I didn't reinvent the wheel here, because I don't know. Like I said, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. So what this search section thing is doing, okay, is just do a copy, So I select the text. You can do a set selection if you want, or stuff like that, right? You can do that if you want. You can use super fancy techniques, but here the copy is it's the easiest way to do that. I copy the selection, right, and I create a new window and just I paste it. This is it. So I do a copy and paste. So it's a old technique, but it's a very cool technique because I can copy this. But what is cool is that you can use the website directly from your selection, right? So then we have a question here from two questions. I wonder if the same. Okay, no, that's the same technique. It's the same question for the translation. Google Translate. I'm not sure that Google Translate will allow you. See, yes. So let's build it. You want to do that? Let's build it. So we have an example of Ruben sent me the example. So let's say I want to use Google Translate. Okay. So I'm adding. Yes, I know. I'm using. It's the old database, from FileMaker 12. This is from FileMaker 2011. Okay, 2011. So let's say here I want to create a Google Translate. Okay. I want to create a Translate one. Okay. So I have a new one, Translate, and So just what I want to do
Yeah,
here.
you should, Nick. You should build this one because I think this would be valuable. I've been thinking
Yeah,
about having this in our tech support because people sometimes, send us like Spanish text and no one there in tech support can read it.
yeah. Okay, since okay, you guys know that I am in Colombia. I've learned Spanish, so I'm doing some. I'm going to do some advertising here. I learned Spanish using this website, Deeple. Deeple. Okay. Um, it's because the Google Translate. When I was using this, for example, I was using this guy,
Mhm.
and this guy is good for okay, like okay, fingir or one name, one word, like hola, what and you can just change the language. This is cool for that. But if you want to type something like with you want to type something more advanced, Deeple has intelligent artificial intelligence AI, okay, on it. And at the beginning, I had problems with translating with Google Translate. The person I was talking to was telling me, "Okay, Nick, I don't understand what you're talking about." Okay, it's like hello, day, good, um, out, car, drive. It's like this. The translation makes no sense because it's free, right? It's a free stuff for Google, and it's a Google product. But if you want something good, you need to use Deeple. Deeple is perfect. You have the Mac app, you have the website, Mac app, and an iPhone app. So let's build it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate this because I did it the starter solution. I did it the most simple way, but it's not the cleanest. Okay, but it works. So I'm building it. Here we go. Here we go. Bum bum. Okay, we good. So the same requests, it's the same thing, but the web here, the address is different. So what is the address? So we took what Ruben told us. Okay, so it's we need to cut that in two. So the text here will be replaced by this. So it's auto blah 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 text. Okay, bonjour. Okay, so we are going to replace this we are going to cut and replace this by like this and add this and the parent and the okay. We're going to use this. Okay, so we have here I think language that will be auto and something like this. We are going to try. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's write this and see how it translates the thing. Okay, but I'm not doing this. I'm not using this. I'm not using this one. I'm going to use the request because I don't want the plus 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 plus. Okay, I want just the text. Okay, so let's see if it works. So I'm going to translate and I say hello. And here I can choose the language, right? So Spanish, for example. So I can use this, okay, and say, okay, hello, how are you? The weather is great. So apparently we need to go. It takes a word, okay? It takes it, but we need to what's the name? We need to change. We need to make Spanish the default.
Yep.
So let's use. I do like I would have done normally. Okay, I would have done this. I would have go. So let's use since it's what's the name? It's a Google product. So we have Chrome here.
Okay.
Okay. So and we can use this and say copy this. No, it's the web. Let me. Where's the address of the Discord address. Okay. So if I want to make that in Spanish, for example, it's a language ES. So it's here that changed this, FR French, Spanish ES. So we can change this and make that Spanish. So it's auto detect. So the in will be auto detectable. Okay, we can do this, or we can say from English, from EL to ES. See, it's very simple.
Yeah, I like that.
So from auto we say EN to EL, TL, ES. Okay, so we can change this. And so we can do this and we go translate, and now automatically it will be from English to Spanish, right? So now what we can do tomorrow, if I want, I can extract the text from here, extract this, and put it in FileMaker.
I agree. I think Google Translate is a great topic to have. I think us spending time on this probably ought to be maybe another session, but getting the data out is really interesting how you would do that. Kyle, of course, would you use an insert from URL, Nick? Is that how you would get the data out, or what?
No. Okay, I have another technique to do that. I'm using the WebViewer, and I'm using the contents of the WebViewer to get the code. Actually, I'm using this to get the code. So pretty much what you do here, doing a sneak peek of tomorrow. This is the web one, or web one, and you go there. So you have a URL here, and also if you're not 50, you don't know that. So you have plus here. And I said, get layout object attributes, the name of the object,
and
I want the content.
Oh, content.
So why is not doing it? So it's web one.
Is it got data in it?
Yeah. Like if
okay, you're on the DuckDuckGo one. That's a Bing one. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So
it was Bing before. I changed to DuckDuckGo. That's why. Is that the only difference between?
Okay.
So here it works, content.
Do you have to have the tab be active? Let's see.
No, okay. So you get this. So when you get this, okay, you say, okay, it's a nightmare but yes and no. I'm going to show you that you can get things very interesting, okay, out of this tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to use LinkedIn tomorrow. Something more. Something that makes more sense that such engine, but I don't know why the web one didn't work.
We'll check. We'll chase it down between here and tomorrow. So
yeah, because there's no reason why it doesn't work. I mean, it's my bad. It's a group. So yeah, okay. I named the group. I group them. It's my fault. Okay. I group them. Okay, now I can do this, and I renamed the group, not the web viewer.
Yeah.
So now we will. So you point the name of the web viewer here. Okay, and okay.
Yeah.
So this is the source. I need the content. So now you have this. Okay. So this is what you get out. Okay. So if you copy this and you go to the text here.
Labo 404. The term for this is called scraping. Your screen scraping is basically what we're doing, right? So if those of you who've never seen the term screen scraping, this is a technique. There's lots of different ways of doing this. Labo says scrape and lick, right? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you're going to scrape the data off the screen and extract it.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it
so
usable.
You out of this inside you must, but it's not that complicated, by the way. Okay, here you have a lot of, okay, this is to prove to you how the Google code is nasty. Okay, everything Google does is nasty. It's because they want to hide themselves. So that's why if I use a website like Deeple, I'm pretty sure the thing will be different, because they make the thing on purpose to be unreadable. But we can search for, like we say hello. We say that, right? How are you? So we can search for that and see where it is in the text, right? And when we saw that, then we can isolate the keys, and then we can extract text like I do here, like here, for example. I'm extracting when you hear, it's very easy. I'm looking for that piece of code, right? This is the beginning, and this is the end, and then I'm extracting what I want to extract. So, but that's the topic of tomorrow. So we are going to,
kind of a screen scrape. Yeah. So yeah, Deeple's interesting. So they have a free tier. I'm wondering if we could build a sample file that would do the free tier. So interesting. All right, cool. Well, that's a good start for today. We don't have to go the full time. That's fine. Any questions? Timothy was asking what the name of the website was. It's Deeple, D-E-E-P.
Deeple, yeah.
Deep Lima.
Yeah,
if you're a pilot, it's Deep Lima, but it's just the L, right?
Okay, so I'm using this because, as I said, I needed something professional. Okay, and I'm paying it. It's not. I mean, you can use it for free, but you have limitation. And I was talking. So imagine that I'm having a conversation with this. I had conversation in the past with this, a long conversation of every day. Okay, it's not like, because translator you have many problem with the language of the street language and the common language, right? But this website is the only one that works. I tried them all. Don't even try or something else. That's the only one that works. Okay. By the way, they have an API. We can use the API, but I can check how the code is, on this one. If the code is nasty or not. We can.
Well, that should be another session, Nick. You do what you're going to do tomorrow. Do the screen scrape, but what we ought to do is have a
the code here is super clean. You can we can the code of the page, right?
Right.
So we can go the source, because that's what we get. Source make this. We got this. With our what's the name? Get layout object attribute. We get this.
Yeah.
So actually, it's very simple. After that, to check to not. And here they even put comments. they give you comments to understand what they do, right? Forget about Google. It's nasty. This is clean. So you can go and see how this is articulated and get your text out of it. Text in, text out. You can do both. Okay. So, but I'm not saying okay. It's a little bit off topic from today because it's topic of tomorrow. But I'm not saying that you have to replace API with this. APIs replace this.
Yes.
API replaced what I'm going to show tomorrow. But again, it's like I said, it's like mobilizing the U.S. Army for nothing.
Yeah.
And
sometimes just a quick screen scrape is the most efficient thing to
do.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's something simple. You have to chase information like for half an hour, and you get your thing done. When with APIs, you need the OAuth, and you need this, and you need the key, and you need the. Sometimes you can spend a week before to get anything out of APIs. Okay. I don't believe on what the people said, copy paste and it works. No, and each time I try the APIs, it takes days before we can get it. Okay? So here is very simple.
Right. Well,
and I want to demonstrate it because it exists and nobody knows about this.
Well, yeah, I think everything's gone to API. Like Kyle's like, API is the only way to go, right? So yeah, once again, Nick and Kyle. I was telling Nick this yesterday. Kyle and Nick are like matter and antimatter in Star Trek. If the two hit, they explode, right? They really address things from opposite sides, right? And I think you can use techniques from both these people, and it makes you a better developer. Once again, the idea is not necessarily to tell you must do it this way. This is the only way to do it, or and this is happy and anything else is bad. This is just old school, and it can be quick and dirty. I would say this is a quick and dirty thing to do, right? But if you had a customer that was paying you to build a solution, and it was going to need to run, perfectly indefinitely, and they're writing the check, then yeah, I think you should do it with an API. But if you have to do something quick and dirty and you've got 90 minutes to get it done, this might be the only way to get it done. Because a lot of times APIs, you have to download the API documentation, you have to read the docs, see if the documentation is accurate. That's a big deal where the docs are not up to date or accurate. And so from there, that's the whole point of Claris Connect, right? Oh, we'll do it for you, except that Claris Connect, misses a lot of important API stuff, like PayPal or DocuSign. Pick some important ones that we all need. So, yeah. So anyway, cool. Yeah. So once again, if you can do it either way, but Nick is going to do the screen scrape function more tomorrow. Kyle will protest out in the street. Andrew Gee says, yep, if you have questions or comments or you want to reach out to the team here at RC Consulting, or if you're Andrew, feel free to email support@RC Consulting. All right, cool. Well, that's it for today. I appreciate everyone coming in. Oregon Dean, hopefully this will be interesting for you. I know Oregon Dean only tunes in for the deepest material, but this is kind of old school web interaction from the old days, right? So once again, it's another tool in your toolbox. It should not be the only tool in your toolbox, right? Cool. All right, Nick, anything else?
No, nothing. Everything cool.
Cool. All right, everyone. Well, I appreciate you dropping by today. We'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget the upcoming broadcast schedule. If you go to fmtrain.tv, press the live button, you can see the upcoming broadcast schedule. That's it for today. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Just stepped up the whole way. Calm, cool, collected the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Trying to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap. Stands in, throws it left for Amendola. Reaches up and snacks a high throw and lands inside the 10. Rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him, but Danny makes the grab.